Hello everyone and welcome to a very different video than what I usually make. I just thought it would be a fun idea at the end of every year before the new year to tell you about the games I gave up on that year and also the games I loved, which will be a separate video next week. So if you want to see the games I did actually like, that will be up next week. But this week I wanted to focus on the games I did not like so much. Now, disclaimer, some of these games are going to be ones that I gave up on previous to this year. Since this is the first year I'm doing it, I sort of wanted these videos to be a catch-all. So the games that I loved video is also going to be a lot longer than it usually would be because I'm going to encompass pretty much every game that I can remember actually liking. These are just going to be games that I totally gave up on. I did not finish a single one. I did not like them. And this is not to say that these are bad games. These are all going to be my own personal tastes and opinions. Some of the ones on this list might be a little controversial. But again, this is my own personal taste, my own personal preferences. I'm just a very specific type of guy. And you can also be your own type of specific kind of guy. Please feel free to let me know if there were any games that you gave up on this year down in the comments at the end of this video. Also, if you disagree with any of these, let me know. I actually would love to hear what people's opinions are on these games. Even though I didn't like them, that obviously doesn't mean that you can't absolutely love these, because I know plenty of people that do love these. These are also in no particular order, so just so you guys are aware, I'm not ranking them worst to less worst or anything. These are just, it's a random order, alright? So without further ado, let's get on to the games that I gave up on. 2023 edition. Number 1, Skyrim. This one saddens me. Like, a lot. I wanted to love this game so badly. I envisioned myself getting obsessed with this game and playing it 24/7. I know so many people that love Skyrim. The memes are so funny. The mods are so funny. And this game, I'm not gonna lie, I gave up on out of sheer frustration. It could maybe be the platform I played it on, which I'll get to, but also, one thing about a guy like me is that I am just not very good at most games. If I don't immediately feel drawn to a game, and if it's overly complicated, I'm probably going to give up, because why would I waste my time on learning a game that I'm not drawn to when I could spend my time playing a game I am drawn to? In Skyrim, I swear I tried. I restarted from scratch multiple times. I tried to follow every tutorial that there was. I looked up videos on how to play this game, and I just couldn't do it. The character customization is easily, to me, the best part of it. It is so fun and so cool, but here's the issue. I could not figure out the controls to save my life. It was absolutely impossible for me to play. There, to me, were certainly not enough tutorials. I did not know what I was doing at any point. There was, like, no map to help. Like, I just couldn't figure anything out. And again, I swear I tried. I looked up videos. I looked up articles, like, please help. I can't learn how to play this. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? And I never figured it out. The platform I played it on might have been the issue. I played it on the Switch because I knew this was going to be a game that I just wanted to play in my spare time a little more casually. And I was like, hey man, Skyrim on the go? Sounds pretty sick. And it wasn't. My rating, again, very controversial, I feel. I am giving it a 2 out of 10. I'm so sorry. The character customization only lasts so far. And then after that, it is just so impossible for me to play. Number 2, Overwatch. Now, something you gotta know about me is that I hate shooting games. I don't like them. Like, ever. If a game involves me just needing to shoot people all the time, hey man, I'm bored. And I also can't aim. So Overwatch, I didn't really expect to like, but I still played it because years and years ago, I actually played it on an Xbox. Don't ask me what console, it wasn't mine. And I was having fun, but I think that's because I was with someone, and me being bad was like fine because we were laughing at it and because I was, again, with someone. And then I got it on my Switch because I just wanted to try my best. And I was like, hey man, maybe I could get better at this game because I do really like the character designs. The culture in that game also is just absolute ass. Like, if you're bad for 2 seconds, everyone is gonna shit talk you and everyone is just gonna be like, wow, you suck, get out of here. Like, yeah, I suck. I don't, like, dude, this is like my second match ever. What are you talking about? So this one, I can't blame the platform because I've played it on 2 different platforms. And I just hated it on both. And I just can't play it as someone that's not good at shooting games. I just can't do it. So for that reason, this is also a 2 out of 10. And again, I'm sorry for people who really like Overwatch. Listen, I understand, I get it. But at the same time, no, I don't. Number 3, Valorant. This is the same as Overwatch, essentially. I only played this because my boyfriend really likes this game, and I like it less than Overwatch. The culture in this game also, it's the same. It's just, like, really bad. This gets a 1 out of 10. Man, I don't like this game. Number 4, Minecraft. I know what you're thinking. I know, okay? Hear me out. I know everybody and their mother loves Minecraft. I know, okay? And I don't blame you. I get it. But, like, I can't do it. I played this on PC because this is another one my boyfriend suckered me into playing. He loves Minecraft. He absolutely loves it. And he was like, please play Minecraft with me, please. And I said, you know what? Fine. Maybe I'll like it. But this is another one of those genres that just usually isn't for me. I'm really not like a sandbox game building person. Honestly, I sort of understand this as a you had to be there kind of game, which I was not. It was boring for me because there's just no story, no real gameplay besides like building houses over and over, maybe like fighting a zombie or a creeper and whatever else is in there. I didn't get very far. But when I say a you had to be there game, it's because people grew up with this game. People played this years ago and still continue to play it, which is sort of like me with Wizard 101. Like, is Wizard 101 the perfect game? Oh my god, no. There's so many problems with that game. But I love it because I grew up with it and I played it as a kid all the time. And I think Minecraft is like that for a lot of people, but I just wasn't there for it. So, yeah, 1 out of 10. I'm sorry, Minecraft people. I really am. Number 5, The Sims 4. I'm sorry, again. Please don't kill me. Please don't hate me. I swear I get the appeal of this game. I really, really do. On the surface, I feel like I would love this game. But once I get into it, I get so madly overwhelmed, it's not even funny. I played it on my PC because, as we all know, it became free, so I said, you know what? It does not hurt me at all to download it and try it out. And again, tale as old as time, my boyfriend loves this game. He said I should play it. I said, okay, what's it gonna hurt? And I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Making characters is pretty much it. Like, that's all that I enjoy. Which I mean, it can entertain you for like hours if you want it to, especially with mods. Dude, you can make some crazy cool characters, but after that, it is both boring and overwhelming at the same time. It's another one of those you had to be there games. I did not grow up playing Sims. Like, I just can't bring myself to learn 50 million things to make this game playable. Like, I don't know all the cheat codes, all the things about building buildings and all the personality types and whatever. Like, I can't do it. It's just a little too much. And then after that, it's like, what do I do now? Just listen, without a story, I feel lost. And there, I know you can sort of make your own and do whatever you want, but it's too much to learn. 2 out of 10. Number 6, Skyforge. I don't think I've heard of anyone else playing this game. I got it on my Switch because it was free, and I was just going through a bunch of the free downloads and downloading anything that seemed kind of cool because I just don't have a lot of Switch games. I did not play it for very long. Truthfully, I barely remember it. It took me a lot of gameplay watching to even vaguely remember what happened in the game because I quit it almost immediately. It was just boring for me. It was just very boring. I was just trying my best to find a good free Switch game. I would just rather take a nap than play this game. I don't really have much else to say on it because I just don't remember. That's how forgettable it is. I didn't play it that long ago. Don't remember a thing. 1 out of 10. Number 7, Fall Guys. I am also not a big multiplayer game person. I got this, say it with me, to play it with my boyfriend. About after the first try, the first round, I got bored. I just don't really like games like this where it's just multiplayer. Ooh, you're running around and jumping. Cool. It's just not appealing to me. It's a very cute game and it's very fun to look at, I will say that. But beyond that, I don't know, man. I like narrative. I don't know what I expected. I thought, you know, maybe this time. But, no. I just got bored. 1 out of 10. Number 8, Dauntless. Now, this one is a little bit interesting to me because while I did give up on it, I left with a pretty positive outlook on it. I played it on my Switch, again, because it was just a free download, and I wanted to just find a good game. And it's only slightly better than Skyforge. It's very similar in the way that it functions. And I did have fun for at least a few hours beating up monsters with some other people, and the monster designs were cool, and, you know, there were some cool aspects to it for sure. But, I just got bored. It's sort of just the same thing over and over and over. Go fight monster. Go fight other monster. Fight other monster. Like, what do you want me to do? Just fight monster? Why fight monster? What is the purpose of fighting monster? I don't know. I don't remember. But I do get the appeal of the game, and it was a lot more fun than Skyforge. So, 2 out of 10. Number 9, Phasmophobia. This is another one where I know people are probably going to disagree with me on this, but hear me out. It is all personal preference. I don't think that this is a bad game by any means. It is just my own personal preference of I don't really play horror games unless it is for a storyline. But I absolutely 100% get the appeal of this game. I see why other people love it and why other people play it so often, because at the end of the day, it is a pretty good multiplayer game. Like, I love the concept for you, not for me, but I get it. But I played it on my PC once, after buying it with my money dollars, and I did not like it at all, and I immediately uninstalled it and have never played it since. So, 1 out of 10. Number 10, Sid Meier's Civilization 6. Dude, I don't know why I bought this game. I spent my adult working money on this game, and I don't know why. I think it's because I remember very, very vaguely playing maybe an older version of this when I was a kid because my brother was helping me and he was having me play it, and I thought it was so cool and so fun. And then I get this, and it's like somebody threw a bomb at my face, just full of words and buttons, and then it blinded me forever. Like, what is happening in this game? I just don't think that there were enough tutorials, and it was wildly overwhelming. As someone who just kind of picked it up after not really playing a Civilization game, this was too much. This was actually crazy. Probably the most convoluted, complicated game I've really ever seen, and I couldn't even begin to understand what was going on. I couldn't do it. I just uninstalled it, and I haven't looked back since. 1 out of 10. Number 11, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This is another one that really makes me sad that I didn't enjoy. I thought I would. Like, I love, like, Dragon Age Inquisition and, like, Baldur's Gate 3 and, like, really anything that's, like, magical, medieval sort of thing. Like, that is my shit. That is my jam. I love it. But I just could not get past the combat mechanics. And I know I'm not the only one here, because I saw it in a lot of the Steam reviews, because I downloaded it on my PC, but I played it with a controller. But, dude, the combat mechanics are so hard to get a handle on. I got so beyond frustrated when I couldn't beat, like, the very first enemy I encountered. I could not do it, which is also very sad, because I love The Witcher show, and that's sort of what got me into playing this game, because I'd never played a Witcher game before, and I just was like, you know what, the show is so sick, I bet the games are even better. But I guess I'll never know. 2 out of 10. The final game we are going to talk about today is number 12, Lonesome Village. Now, I know I said I didn't do these in any particular order. I just wanted to keep this one at the last, because I have the most good things to say about it, and I think out of all of the games, it makes me the most sad that I did not enjoy, because I thought I did. I got this game on my Switch because I saw a friend of mine had also gotten the game, and I saw how adorable it was. And I said, dude, what game is that? Because I am getting it immediately. It looks so charming and so fun. I need it immediately. It looks like a little adventure game with cute little animals. I am so here for this. So I downloaded it and I played it for days. I played it for a long time. And then I just sort of set it down for something else I can't remember. When I picked it back up, I had just forgotten everything. So I restarted. And I said, you know what? I don't think I got that far. I can just restart from scratch, and then I'll totally finish the game. I won't play anything else on my Switch, so then I'm only focusing on this one. And I just could not bring myself to. And I really racked my brain as to why that was. Because it had the recipe for something I would really like. It had adorable art style, it had a story, it had fun little puzzles. I really liked everything. But then I really thought about it, and I think the problem was that there was just a little too many elements. Even restarting twice eventually, I just couldn't get myself to finish the whole thing and play past a certain point. Because while the art style is adorable and it has a cute story and everything is going really well, I think there were just too many conflicting elements. Because there's puzzles in the tower, and you go through those, and then suddenly you learn fishing, and then suddenly you have a garden, and suddenly you have a house, and suddenly you're doing missions for all these people and unlocking all these different areas, and then suddenly you have a magnifying glass, and it just felt like a little too much for what the game is. And trust me, I play plenty of games that have a lot of elements. That's not always a bad thing. Sometimes a complex game is good, but this one, it felt sort of out of place. But it just felt like it was too much for what it was, and for that reason, I had to sadly put it down, and I don't think I'll ever pick it back up, because all of the good elements are not enough to outweigh the too muchness of all of the elements going on, because it's also just a lot to remember. On top of going to this tower and getting all these levels, and there's so many of them, and it just makes me sad. And I'm sorry to Lonesome Village, because I really wanted to like it. It is the highest rated game on this list, though, because the good elements are really good. I'm rating it a 4 out of 10. And there you have it. Those are all 12 games that I gave up on in 2023. And before, but shush, that doesn't make for a very good title, does it? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'm sorry if I didn't like one of your favorite games. I promise it's not anything personal to these games, really. It's just that they weren't for me, and I really gave them all up for different reasons. Except for Overwatch and Valorant. Those are the same. It's basically just the same game. I don't like them. In the meantime, before next week, before I let you know the games I did actually like, which will be a significantly longer video, let me know if there's any games that you want me to play on my channel or any games that you recommend. I would absolutely love to hear them. Go ahead and like the video if you liked it, share it with anybody and everybody if you so choose. Please go ahead and consider subscribing if you would like to. I play a lot of games on my channel, especially narrative games. If you enjoy those as much as I do, consider subscribing. And until then, go ahead and play your favorite video game, because I was pretty negative in this video, and I think we could all use some positivity. I'm gonna go ahead and go play some Baldur's Gate 3, and I'll see you next week.